Another day, another story. Natalia Dedova is a journalist. She worked for many years for a local TV channel in Mariupol. Her husband Victor was a cameraman, a typical journalist family. They lived together for 22 years, they raised their son, traveled, were proud of their native Mariupol. Even when the war started, they were not afraid to go out on the streets to take pictures and videos. They wanted the world to know about the crimes of Russia. The family lived on the 9th floor and experienced the terrible shelling there. There was no point in going down to the basement. They were afraid it would collapse, and they couldn't get to the bomb shelter. This is Natalia's account of the day that changed her life forever and took away her beloved husband. On March 11th, at lunchtime, my world came crashing down. 2 landmines. The first was to our bedroom. That's where my mother and I are. The second was in our kitchen. That's where Vitya is. The concrete falls down on my head. My lungs breathe it in immediately. Then there is a very hard blow to the temple and the back of the head. Blood drips onto the bathrobe, flooding my ears. My mother and I are saved by hats. I shout, "Sasha!" In reply, "Mom, I'm here." Then, in the corridor, in the concrete dust, I trip over my father-in-law. He didn't have a scratch. It was only near the elevator that I realized I couldn't see or hear Vitya. I was sure of him. The last phrase, "Sasha, I have no light." And Sasha gives me a flashlight, even though the room is light. Sleepy artery. Vitya lives another minute or so, reaches the hallway and forever becomes our bright angel. 22 years of my 44, and his 52, we were together. 22 years of my 44, and his 52, we breathed the same air. For 22 years of my 44 and his 52, we were a TV family. And on March 11, 2022, our whole world came crashing down. And then 4 days later, it arrives again. And the house catches on fire. And burns for several days. Burning, along with my best, brightest, kindest and most beloved person. And with impotence, your heart breaks into pieces. With powerlessness you scream and cry. You cry and scream again. Before I left town, I couldn't go into the apartment again. The doors were warped. The lock was jammed. We broke it. Knocked out the troughs. All around rumbled, mines, grads flew. The world was going crazy. But Vitya never let me into the apartment. Thanks for watching.